been on a bit of a streak lately, so decided to make a split leg apron. I say make because it originally was not a split apron, and I went to go take a look at this at work, and my supervisor pretty much practically threw it at me, and I was like, well, it's not a split one. He goes, well, take it anyway and you can split it. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. So here we are. So the modifications I went through were that I split this up to, I guess you have to decide, you know, where your height is, what you want. I want a little bit lower just so I have access to the chest pockets on the coveralls. So you have to decide how high you want the split and all that. So I split that, and then I removed the straps, well, almost removed all the straps from the back. It was just a simple tie at the back. So I chopped those short, and then I used those for holders here on the legs to keep it, you know, so this doesn't come off when I sit down or kneel when I'm welding. It'll actually stay in place and cover the front like it's supposed to. I guess my other aversion to having this is because it's pearly fucking white, so it's gonna look like shit. I'm glad I called a leather shop though, because I asked them if they had suede dye, and I was gonna use wood stain, and they said no, do not do that. So I guess I'll just leave it as is. Fuck it. So then the other thing is I added some small suspenders. These are just some Dickies ones from the Walmart there. I had some ones for a tool belt, but they're just way too much, so that just makes it 1,000 times as comfortable as the loop that goes around the neck. And then, yeah, because I covered the suspenders attached, and yeah, it just has a nice attachment point. This is a Gander brand, if you're wondering what the, it's got the goose on it or whatever. And then, yeah, I just used a buckle to hold those on, like that. And then my favorite modification that I made to this is because it's a split leg apron, so unlike a regular apron, if you want to use a urinal, you know, you could just flip it up, but with this one, good luck with that. So, what I did is I split it a little further up, and as you can see, I've got a snap here. So what I did is I put a snap in, and then I riveted on some Velcro there to keep it closed when I snap it shut. That way I can still take a leak and I don't have to take these off every time, in case I'm not able to sweat out all the water I drink. And then, so when I want to take this off, I just remove the buckles like that, and then I just undo these two here. It comes off like that. So you could probably hang, if you have somewhere that you can hang it up immediately, then you might not want to reattach these. I usually like to reattach these. This is also how I do like a fall arrest harness too, is I'll rebuckle everything, just because if you throw it in a box or a drawer or something, it's just going to get all tangled up, and then you're fucked. Well, speaking of, did I fuck that up? I betcha I did. Nope. Like that. And then when you reattach it, you can just roll it up, stuff it in a locker, pick it up the next day. And it won't be all tangled. And then yeah, I do these, put it back on, and you're good.